honey, let's talk, chit chat. Oh, wow. Well, let's talk about the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, I have to shout out a YouTube channel called The Lane, okay? The Lane. No, The Lean. I apologize. The Lean. It's The Lean. Lean. Okay, my apologies about that. And shout out to the person that added me on Twitter. So I got a chance to check out his video. And girl, this is messy. This is messy. So it's being alleged, okay, per the Lean, a YouTube channel, that, so y'all know I came to you guys earlier this week regarding a video of Miss Candiace Dillard unfollowing Gizelle Bryant, right? I showed you guys that it made up quite a few of the Instagram pages saying that they have unfollowed each other. Then from there, it ended up, when I went to go do my own research, because a lot of times they be like, oh, this person, you know what I'm saying, not following each other. But when you, because you only look at it in their following list. When you look at their followers list, you got to look at both of them, not just one. You'll see that they're still following, but maybe they just have so many, you know, they're following so many people that it's not showing up. Okay. So anyway, girl, I had to look at both, right? Now, what I did notice, as you saw in that video, this is for the people that have not seen the video. What I did see was that Gizelle has limited her followers list to only her being able to see it. But when I go to my mutual list, because I am following Candiace, I don't see Candiace's name on there. So I had to go to Candiace's page and I look in her following list and I see that she's not following Gizelle. But when I go to her followers, I see that Gizelle is following her. I do feel like Gizelle could have unfollowed Candiace at some point and then decided to follow her back and then restricted her followers list for whatever reason, right? So I do feel like that could have been true, girl. They weren't following each other. So whenever we see that amongst housewives, we often think that there is some controversy or some issues that's happening behind the scenes. Well, according to the Lean, allegedly, one of the primary reasons why Miss Candiace has unfollowed Gizelle is because Gizelle is trying to say that Candiace's husband was being very inappropriate with her at the previous reunion of Real Housewives of Potomac. In addition, also saying that Miss Ashley, I was set in my mind and I said, you know what? I can't stand Ashley offbeat TikToks, but it's the confidence for me. I'm going to try my best to do a clean slate, clean with Ashley. Okay. So what's also being alleged is that Ashley is going along with this and also insinuating, I guess there was a time that he could have been doing the most with her as well. Ashley, you know that's only your husband, girl. You know only your husband do stuff like that, Gizelle, and it's really unfair for you because you don't even have someone. Yikes. It's gonna be interesting. This type of narrative is not new to us. The same thing I believe she was trying to do when it came to Monique, right? I know Monique is somewhere sitting back like, I told y'all, y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all, but leave me be, because I will be on Love and Marriage DMV. Okay, I am sure if this is indeed true, Gizelle, this is going to be bad. This is not going to be, you know what? I'm probably not even going to review it. I'm going to let y'all call in, girl, and just tell me out, because this ain't going to be good. But again, this is all alleged. We do not know exactly what is to be true. And if this is indeed happening, you know how production works. We don't even know if this is going to be something that they're going to allow us to see. It could be something that's going to be chopped and removed. Who knows, right? But girl, if that's the case, that's some messy. I feel like Chris probably at the most probably complimented Gizelle and said how nice he was, but I also feel like Gizelle has I'm sorry, nice looking she is, and I feel like at most Gizelle probably did the same thing, right? Where like complimented him, say, "Oh, Chris is a very handsome man." Da 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 da. Girl, I can't, y'all. I gotta see what y'all saying because I'm not. Girl, this is gonna be some messy. If this is indeed true and they do show us this on the show, this is gonna be a problem, Gizelle. And it's crazy because you guys know that I really have liked Gizelle over the years, and primarily because um it was people on the show that I wasn't fond of, and she would definitely F with them, and I used to love it, right? Used to love it, okay? And y'all know I really have liked Robin in the past as well because, you know, they was like a package deal, so I really liked them. Especially because I couldn't stand Ashley, girl, and the way Robin used to get with Ashley, I used to definitely be here for it. But, ma'am, you have changed my thoughts on you as of last season. And I don't want to 100% dislike you all the way coming into next season if this is indeed true and you're trying to insinuate that this lady's husband was being inappropriate with you. And it's sad because it's like, Chris, like, I'm not even a full-time cast member like that. I'm not holding no flute or nothing like that. And y'all over here just dragging me, like, why I gotta be like, 1 minute y'all saying I ain't got no job, then the next minute y'all over here trying to insinuate that I'm over here inappropriate or whatever like that. Like, calm down. But then y'all actually witnessed the inappropriateness of Michael Darby, but then came back after Ashley had babies and decided to coddle her. It's going to make for a very interesting season. Very interesting. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be over here like, when I know some stuff going to happen in the year, I'd be like, Father God, please keep me around. I can imagine all the people that got taken out of here and was really expecting to see a particular show or something like that. Father, please keep me here. Okay? Please keep me here for the years to come. Okay? In Jesus' name we pray, baby, man. Gizzard is always talking about somebody's marriage. I still like me some Gizelle. Messy AF, Karen still is the true villain of the show. Let me tell you, I got my side eye on Karen. I have my side eye on Karen. Karen is definitely a fake one to me for sure. However, and maybe all the ladies have a capacity of where they all can be just fake as hell. But I was gonna enter the season, y'all. Everybody just like, let's just watch it. From even Mia Thornton, everybody was gonna get a clean slate. Was gonna watch it to see how it go. But girl, we just gonna see, girl. I hope this ain't true, girl. Anyway, not that number one, I don't believe Chris was inappropriate with them. But when I say I hope that is not true, I hope that that's not something Gizelle is trying to do. Okay. Now, unless there is documented proof, I will not watch this show going forward. What they attempted to do to Monique was messed up. And if they do this to Candiace / Chris, I am done, especially when Michael still exists. Okay. Come on, ma'am. Come on. Still out here running mucks in the palace. Still out here running mucks in the palace, baby. And I just don't think that's fair at all to even, I ain't gonna say even if that was the case, because if that happened to her, it happened to her. So she has a right to speak on that if that happened to her. But it's the fact that when it comes to her, we can't talk about certain things. She can't bring certain things on the show. And you know what else is making me believe is that you have nothing else going on, especially within your life. And if you do, you want the focus off of what you have going on so much that you would like to put that attention over there on Candiace now or anybody else that you could project to, right? Anybody else that you could put it off on. And when I think about the layout of the show, I feel like Wendy was a given of an argument. So she probably want to give Wendy dust. And Candiace will make more sense for her to argue with as well because she was just so immediately Team Mia. And she also made up with Karen, even though we see that so often. But we also have seen images floating, of the ladies walking around together smiling. So it seems like she's on good terms. So she got to have an issue with somebody, baby. And it seems like it's going to be Candiace. But let me tell you, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. And it's going to be funny. Because one thing about Candiace, she will eat you with her words. Okay, she would definitely eat you up with her words. It's giving Maya Angelou. If y'all saw my IG story the other day, still I rise. Okay, it's giving Maya Angelou for sure. She will eat you up with her words. Thank you so much, voluptuous Shayla. I hope I said it right, or Shalia. Thank you so much. Just showing you some love, Jamie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And shout out to the people that actually cash out me. I hate that I only can like heart y'all comment. I mean, heart y'all thing, and I can't like respond. They like, but I have received it, and I do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. What else? I will support Candiace dragging Gizelle. Candiace should not hold back. Well, I told y'all she came on Twitter and she put up a post and said one thing about me, okay, in this year of the Lord or whatever. She said, I will show you all yourselves because some of you all have a misperception of who you believe that you are. So I'm like, girl, who was that for? Was that for Gizelle? Oh, wow. I think it's going to be another good season, y'all. It's going to be another good season. The fans make it so toxic though. So, girl, the season be good, but the fans be worse. But we shall see. Okay, to drag this man's name as a storyline is disgusting. Candiace needs to go nuclear. I spill her mental health breakdown, her defunct business, and that 900K thousand what? Oh, $1,000 check, baby. I can't. I don't know. We gonna see how this play out, child. I wonder what Miss Karen gonna do now that she done got back cool with Miss Gizelle. Is she going to ride the fence, or is she just gonna stay on her side? Like, girl, I'm out of my name Bennett. I ain't mother in it, girl. Don't ask me about nothing. Don't ask me about Nathaniel. If they try to go low with Chris, Candiace will meet them in hell. Hear me. She's definitely gonna go to the lowest part of hell. They were all they were all warned. Oh, Gizzard will comfort them when Monique left. She will comfort you guys. Ooh. There's that. Girl, she making her rounds. And Mia, don't be getting so buddy cute, because you're gonna be next. Okay, you're gonna be next. I live in DC. The 900 shack is probably well over $1 million because it's in what's that? I can't even say that. Bethy. I'm trying to pronounce all the words. That's probably why I can't say it right. All the letters. I'm trying to get all of the sounding in there. But in Maryland is what I'll say. Well, that's what Karen gonna do anyway. Cause that's just how she is, girl. Whew, that's one thing Miss Karen is gonna do. She gonna throw them rocks, baby. She gonna throw it, but we gonna watch it. We gonna see. We're gonna see what it's giving. I'm sure more things are going to come out. But again, this is just what I've learned by way of a tweet that was sent to me from the lean. Okay. So there's that. We gonna see. I hope it's not true, but we'll see how it play out. And if it is true, then I guess the producers may allow us to, actually see it. I hate the producers. Can they give us a season of Robin versus Gizelle? That's what the people want to see. I don't think we'll ever see that, Yinda, because there was a time when Gizelle had to check Robin and tell her, like, girl, I don't care what them other folks saying. Right, wrong, and indifferent. You're my bestie. So make sure that, you stay on the right side. Okay, don't ever put me out and make me look foolish to these other folks. You're supposed to have my back through everything. And I feel like now that they have this podcast that's supposed to be touring, girl, somewhere up there in DC, I think soon, or in the month of May, now that they have this podcast / business venture together, I think it's going to be even more difficult for Robin and Gizelle to butt heads. And sometimes when you start doing business with your friends, like, it may start off great, but then over time it may not work out. So I don't know. We might see a head between Robin and Gizelle, but it just won't happen now. It may happen at a later time, somewhere down the road. Okay. But we shall see. We shall see. Candiace and Robin are still following each other. That is interesting. I don't think it's that interesting. Not that interesting, because I don't know. I don't know. Robin may be at a place where it's like, girl, I last time I tried to hop in something and find out what was going on, I got dragged all the way down, girl. Okay, they brought me all the way down to Florida. That's how far they dragged me. So I'm not. When it came to Wendy, right? When she kind of had that question or whatever about Wendy, And they ended up having a back and forth or whatever she did to Wendy last season. So she probably like, girl, I'm gonna sit this one out because I actually like Candiace or whatever. Right? We'll see. We're gonna see. That's what I do hope. If I don't see Robin and Gizelle going at it, I would like to see Robin not having an opinion in this particular matter, especially when y'all allow Ashley to get away with so many things. Even when Ashley has, been on everybody's head. Right? Been on everybody's head. Okay. So there's that. There's that. But we'll see. I might still give Ashley a chance though and just see until she do something wrong for real. I might just, go into the season, open arms, willing to see what the ladies give and go from there. We shall see, girl. Be so much history there that it's so hard, okay? Because you be seeing through a mother and be like, ooh. All right. But yeah, so let's go ahead and switch gears. I just wanted to bring that to you guys, okay, because that came across my desk or whatnot. Coming back to Potomac, talking about Miss Katie Rost. All right. I be wanting to say Frost, but girl, we know that you is not related to Kirk at all over there on Love and Hip Hop. But anyway, Miss Katie girl. Y'all know we have been seeing footage and pictures of Katie actually being around the ladies of Potomac. So I don't know if they're welcoming her back to be a friend of the show or whatnot. But I know she definitely wants to be back on the show. All right. Miss Katie has been going through some things. I believe that two of her, I think Katie has 2 or 3 kids. I feel like she had at least a set of twins, not sure. But I felt like those children, I could not remember if those children ended up going to live with their dad or not. Y'all know Miss Katie has been having quite a few issues over the past year or so, or however long. She's always dealing with some stuff, but it seems like she wants back in on Real Housewives of Potomac. And maybe that just, I don't know if it's that she needs the money or if she was reminiscing, just being around the ladies and just wanting to be back in that environment again. Maybe not taking the opportunity for granted the second time around. If they were to welcome Katie back, I wouldn't be mad. But I want to show you guys what it is that Katie put over on her Instagram page, okay? This is what Katie had to say. She says, I would like to issue a public apology, a public one, girl, for statements I made that weren't cool in the past to Andy Cohen. Girl, somebody said, hear that, Nene? Hear that, Nene? Then she also goes on to say, and I do want a job. I swear I will totally behave. I'm also sorry for my temper tantrums. I feel no thirst. I just want to work. And I'm hot and amazing. And so I'm issuing this statement publicly. Hashtag Katie Vibes. All right. So that is what Miss Katie ended up saying. All right. That's what Miss Katie had to say. Miss Katie wanted a job back, y'all. Now, I'm sure some people, like I said, is saying, Miss Nene, girl, you can take a page out that book. You might want to issue that public apology to Mr. Andy, because you sure dragged him publicly. But did Nene already apologize? I can't remember. What are you guys' thoughts about it? Y'all think, do y'all think Katie gonna come back? Okay, after issuing this public apology to Andy? And 2, do you think that Miss Nene should have followed in these exact steps like Miss Katie so that she too could have an opportunity to return back to Housewives? Let me know, okay? Katie, I feel didn't get a good start. She was going through a lot. I want to see where she's at on her life journey. I do too, Latoya. I want to see where she is now. I want to know what's going on. I just want to see what's up with Miss Katie. How are the babies? How's the mom? What have you been up to since you haven't been around? What's going on? Okay, let the people know. What does Katie have to give? Ashley Darby a run for her money. That's what Katie has to give. Ashley Darby a run for her money. Because if anybody held Ashley to task, it was Miss Katie. Okay, definitely Miss Katie. Now, I don't know if Katie gonna be on that same energy, girl, but if Ashley calls for her, she's definitely going to answer the door. Nene thinks she's bigger than the show. In her own words, you can't win when you play dirty. Well, there's that. I will be here for Katie joining as a friend of and work her way back up to being full time. Okay, I could take that just simply. That would be good. Yeah, just give her a little taste. Just give her a little friend of the show or whatnot. Now they got me wondering, right? When I think of friend of the show, because y'all know we had a scholar last season, then it's being rumored that she wasn't returning, but then we saw her hanging out with the ladies. But you know, that happens, right? Even though they're not filming, they still have a friendship, so they still hang out, even at filmed events, right? Because Sharice has also been at some filmed events, even though she's not a part of the show. So it just makes me wonder, I mean, why would there be a reason for a scholar to not return? Could it be that y'all want to give it to Katie? Like, you know, or do y'all not make that decision on Friends of the Show until everything is over and y'all got all y'all footage and then y'all make a decision that way? Like, I'm wondering, right? It would have been nice to have a scholar a part of the show, because when I first of all, y'all know I always get on this rant when I think about Potomac and Beverly Hills. So y'all can add Cherie Zampino. I hope I said her last name right. Will Smith's ex-wife. Y'all can add her over there onto Beverly Hills, but not make her a friend, not make her a housewife, but a friend of. But then y'all can add this other white woman over there on Beverly Hills, and look like we got about 8, 9 damn Beverly Hills housewives. Which y'all mean to tell me y'all couldn't add a scholar as a housewife on Potomac? Girl, what? 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 I can't. I can't. And first of all, the lady, I mean, we're going to see what Miss Girl giving in Beverly Hills, but she really could have been a friend of the show. Even if she was a villain, girl, you could be a friend of the show. She knew how to get in and play her position. Erica must told her what to do. I don't know who friend she was when she came into the show, but we'll find all of that out. But I definitely feel a way about that. Girl, how you got all these ladies sitting on these couches, but you ain't got enough ladies over here in Potomac to sit on the couch? We can afford 1 or 2 more. You know they're not paying the rent. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on over here. Okay. Katie was her own person and she was never a follower or afraid to speak up. Exactly. And that's why I liked her. I love a scholar. She was a breath of fresh air to me. She was. Now Katie has a storyline. I would love to see her back. I still want Sharice too, since she was like the Mariah of Potomac. And it may have been times that I did not like Sharice for real, but I would like to see Sharice back too, because I would love to see her go at it with Miss Karen, because I feel like that's the person that's gonna hang with Miss Karen, baby. All right, and shout out to Sharice, because Sharice is the reason, even if people want to discredit her, she is the reason that we have the Gizelle, the Robin, the Karen, Hugh girl, whatever. Okay, she brought them. Somebody approached her, she gathered them to be a part of this show. So had it not been for her, girl, what would we have? So yeah, y'all can bring her back. I feel like one of the reasons she left was because of her husband. Y'all know she ended up getting a divorce from that man, but it was like he didn't want her to do the show for real. For whatever reason, child. But now she says she's been enjoying her quiet life and stuff like that. But girl, you can slide back in, girl. Just be a friend of the show, Sharice. Come on back. I wouldn't be mad at it. Bravo always treat Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac different from the white girls, but give a better content. Girl.